Yapeh, and thank you for journeying with Yapeh. All right, so I did a short last week, and I was just talking about confidence. And I guess this week, as I continue on in my efforts, before I was talking about just not quitting because life is hard, and my efforts of being what I just decided I wanted to be, which is more. I want to be more agreeable. I don't want to fight. I don't want to argue. I just want it to be what it is. I don't want to battle about something that I really don't need to battle about. So I guess that's what I'm at this week. This week I am at this place. I guess when you talk about confidence, you talk about value. I was looking at somebody, and I'm not gonna, say their name, but I was looking at a socialite, somebody who was born into money, and this is a person that I like. I'm not gonna say their name, but I do like them as a person. Like I just like them because I watched them a while, and I was like, some things they do. You just like people from time to time, right? But I was looking at her, and she was making all these faces. Girls do when they make, because she's feeling herself like I'm it. And as she was doing that and looking at herself, I was thinking to myself, she probably not as pretty as she thinks she is. And that's when I realized that it doesn't matter what somebody else thinks if you value yourself. Because if you value yourself, even if you're not valuable to somebody else or you're not valuable in their eyes, you won't accept it because you know your value. And, people can probably tell her that but I doubt it. You know why people probably never tell her that? Because you got money. And if somebody said, they probably only say it in probably a hating or demeaning way, as in trying to use it against her if or when, they feel like they want to burn the bridge. However, I still like her. And it wasn't that she wasn't pretty. She is. She's just not as pretty as it was in a moment. I just was understanding this in a moment. And then I started thinking more and more because a friend of mine was just saying, and it was something I seen somewhere else. They were just saying it never loses its value. If $1 is dirty, it's still $1, no matter what. But we, a lot of times, think that our value decrease or increase depending. But then I heard somebody else was talking about how water might be $1 or 50 cents in the store, grocery store, depending on where you at. It might be $6 on the plane. It might be $8 in an amusement park. And it's the same thing, but it has a higher value depending on where you are. So they said, change your location if you're not feeling like you're valuable. Change your scenery. And in my mind, what that means is start something else. Do something else. Even when I do these, I was like, I just be rambling. And then somebody close was like, no, I get something from it. And somebody else told me they did too. But it's not about that. It's just about knowing that you are valuable, knowing that what you have, somebody do need, even if it's one person. Listen, the scripture says the angels rejoice over one. Okay? One soul, that's all it takes. If one person watches it, one person changes, one person decides to be more pleasurable, more agreeable, more kind and compassionate to others from what you said, and you've changed somebody's life. And in retrospect or in long spec, if that's even a word, whatever, don't judge me for that. That is, you'll be changing the world. Because one person can change the world. So I said all that to say, be confident. You're valuable. Don't allow another person's thoughts about you to change your thoughts about you, especially when. And that's all I have to share for today. So thank you for journeying with Yapeh. And until next time, see you soon.